We're stopped for something to eat now. Every time we eat, it's an adventure because we don't understand. We're going to try and get somebody maybe tomorrow and teach us how to say some of these things that are on menus. But Nat is a fan of the canned mackerel or canned sardines that we eat a lot of in Thailand. It's inexpensive protein with good omega fats. And we happen to see these cans in the window of these places that have these baguette sandwiches. So here's the canned fish, and that's the brand actually Nat likes to eat, three ladies. And so we think we're going to get this in a sandwich. And so we pointed at the bread, pointed at the canned fish, and we're sitting on our little mini chairs, which is okay for Thai people. But for somebody who's 193 centimeters or 6'4", this is a little bit of a challenge. But we're waiting to see what we get. I guess this is it. Oh. Well, we just got the bread. Oh. Nat's saying it's for the guy. I almost started tearing apart his bread. So anyway, we're going to wait and see what we get from this lady after pointing. And as you can see, we're just sitting out here on the street. One of these little stands. And we're going to eat this noodle down on the end there too. After we get through with this, because these are just like mini sandwiches. And we'll see what we get. Be back soon, and I'll tell you what we get, which is different than what he got. He got eggs and onions and bread. Oh, that looks good too. I wish I could ask him what it's called, so maybe next time I'd want to eat that. You speak English? English? A little bit. What is this called? What do you order? What is this name?
Bánh mì. Bánh mì ốp la.
Penne.
Bánh mì ốp la.
Oh. Next time. That looks good, actually. Got the eggs over easy with a little hot sauce, some onions and stuff, and he's going to dip it on. That looks great. Nat, you need to learn how to order that one. Because what do we got here? Is it the fish in the bread? Yeah. We got the fish in the bread. Thank you. There you go. So we're going to test this out because we can make this at home. Thank you. Maybe you should order one of those too. Yeah, one. See if you can explain to her. We want one piece of bread and the egg and everything. Oh, we got chilies too. Can we get one of these too? One? One? Same. Is it good? Don't eat the plastic. She's got it in the bag for us, so because the tomato sauce is probably going to drip out of the bottom. So I'll be back in a minute when we'll see what we get here. So here we go. I was saying she took my plate away. It would have made it easier to eat. And so we got our eggs and our bread. And she said put a little sauce. So we'll put a little sauce. She said put some hot sauce. So we'll take a little hot sauce, put on here. And then I'll do what he did, which basically, but Nat likes the yolk, so I'm not sure I'll break the second one up. We'll just do this. And then we mash this up, which is hard to do with one hand. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to munch down on this, and then I'll let you know how much it costs for our 2 sardine sandwiches and our 2 baguettes and some eggs. So you ready? Okay, let's dig in. So go ahead and ask her how much this was. Now she's probably going to show her how much it is in bills. So she'll show, and then Nat will just match what she shows her. 40, 45, 45 Nat. Simong ha. No, my chai any songs san or. This is the first time Nat's handled the money, so she's going to see how difficult it is. See. Thank you. All right, bye-bye. So 45. So 45,000. 45,000, and it's in Thai baht 64,000 for 100 baht. So that's like 60 baht, 65 baht, which is basically about $2 for that meal. So we got about $2 into that. Now we're really not hungry. We probably wouldn't eat any more food, but we saw this noodle down here with shrimp, and we're going to try and order this and see how well we can do. See, she's got noodles and she's got shrimp. So we're going to try and ask for noodles and shrimp. Hello. Can we get the noodles with the shrimp? Yeah. Okay. The egg too. No, yeah. Okay. Sure. Yes, please. Okay, thank you. So we ordered the noodles that she makes, which I'm not sure what it's called, with shrimp and some quail eggs. So we'll sit down and see what shows up and how much it costs. Okay, so our bowl of noodles showed up, and you can see we've got the noodles. She's asked if I wanted the vegetables. I said yes. We've got a couple quail eggs in here, hard-boiled quail eggs, and a shrimp or 2. And then some vegetables. Now, because I like vegetables, I'm just going to rip them down. They knew that this is what we ordered. These weren't on the table, these vegetables, so they knew this is what we ordered. So I'm assuming that these will go in this dish, because certain vegetables and things go in certain dishes. I'm not sure what this guy tastes like. Now, they also have the dry variety that people are getting, which is actually what I wanted. She made this dry variety. Me sen hang. This is a little bitter. I don't think I'm going to use that one. And this is basil. I will use some basil. So I actually wanted the dry variety. This is why I say we'll see what I get. She's got a dish that she makes with the noodles, and then she mixes up some sauce in a bag, and then serves it as what we call a kway teow hang, which is noodles dry. So this is it. Excuse me. And now I'm assuming that we're going to put this sauce, and these go in here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and these two?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So this is like a hoisin sauce, and this is a chili sauce, like a chili ketchup almost.
Yeah, salad?
Yeah, I have some in already. Yeah. Okay. Now this is a big noodle soup. Nat was telling me she's already, thank you. She was telling me she's already full and she wants me to eat this thing, which I'm not going to eat this whole thing. She's going to help me, sure. But I wanted to see what we could get and show you that when you order, sometimes it's like a mystery. and you got to be sort of flexible and be accepting of what you get if it wasn't exactly right. Now, if it had pork in it, I would have just pulled the pork out and set it aside. I wouldn't have told them they made it wrong. As you can see, these noodles are pretty hot. And it's perfectly acceptable to blow on your food to cool it off. And also slurp. Japanese and Chinese love to slurp. And you can slurp here as well, so. It's pretty tasty. What I actually want is to make it a little more salty. Wow. And lemony. If I add that lemon, it'll be good. And we got some soy sauce. They use a lot of soy sauce and not so much fish sauce here. So this is a soy sauce. So this will add a little bit of saltiness to it, which will be good. And I'll squeeze one of these wedges of lime in here. And now we'll give it the taste test. These are for Nat. She gets to eat the chilies. She's shaking her head no. Tamay no. Now what the Thais do, they'll do that and then they'll taste the broth. Ah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. So what we'll do is we'll put a little bit of noodles on here. The vegetable. A chili. That's much better. That Ma, she's laughing at me now. That chili was really spicy. It really perked it up. Anyway, yeah, she's saying put more in. So anyway, this is a meal here. Look at how many noodles there are in here. This is a meal for 2 people. So we're going to try and polish off as much as we can with not too many more of those peppers in it. That one pepper is going to go a long way. And then we'll see how much this costs. And so you get an idea how cheaply it is to eat in Vietnam. So let me work away at this. This could be hours before I finish this. You're going to help, right? Yeah. Thai people. Sometimes your answer is going to be. Does that mean yes or no? That means yes. Okay. All right. Back in a minute. See you. Okay. So Nat and I polished off our soup, which was difficult to do because there was a lot of noodles there. Now, if you're wondering, this is what we just ate is the equivalent in Thailand. If you're not coming to Vietnam and you're thinking, well, that looked pretty good, you can order this in Thailand. And it's called Quit Tiao Sen Lek. Quit Tiao is noodle soup, the noodles. And Sen Lek means thin noodles. And if you want it without the broth, you say hang. Hang means dry. Sai Nam with water. Okay, so that's the Thai version. But I want to know.
Trộn cho em nó đậm đà tí nha, cái tô khô đặc biệt á. Tôi ăn những gì tên thịt xá xíu.
Xá xíu.
Thịt xá xíu là thịt heo á, hot á, với tôm.
She doesn't speak. And I'm asking him in the translation on Google, I eat what name? It would be the translation. By the way, the teas, Vietnamese love their hot tea. And almost everywhere you go, they serve you a little bit of hot tea in these cups. This one was especially tasty.
Hot green tea.
Hot green tea.
So let's go see if she can answer the question. Because they actually have it written here. We'll get him to show us, maybe. He's cleaning the tables off. This one? Quit Tiao Nam Bang? I eat Quit Tiao Nam Bang, man.
Nam Bang.
And this one. Quýt tiao, hít tiao Nam Vang.
Noodle Nam Vang.
Nam Vang.
Yeah, Nam Vang.
Okay, well that's what I just ate. So if you actually want to order it and you're in Vietnam, that's what they'll order. And we had the eggs and the shrimp you can just point to. Here, she's making the dry noodles. And this is really tasty too, even without the broth. And she's got the pork she's putting on there. Quail egg. Some shrimp. Wow, she's fixing these up. There's some dried garlic on the top, or crispy garlic, fried garlic. And that's a little bit of pork she's putting in there as well. Ground pork. And with a top. And then what they'll do is, so when they get that wherever they're going, that's to go, they'll put the sauces in and just stir it up. Unless she's going to give them a bag of the liquid to go with it, which we'll see. Yeah, here's the liquid. She'll pour this into some bags and they'll just, oh, no, she's going to actually cook noodles for this lady. So I was interested in seeing what she's making to go. I guess they're just getting it dry. Anyway, since she has a break, we'll see how much I owe her for that noodle soup. That's funny because here we have KFC, well in Thailand KFC, McDonald's, Burger King, all that, which back home we call fast food. But it actually takes longer to get served food in those fast food places here than it is to get traditional food, which is really fast food here. Really fast food, literally fast food.
Cô Sương hay cô Tập Cẩm vậy?
She's gonna. How much?
Yeah, 30.
30. Okay. 10. Whoops. What do we got here? We got 10. We got 20. 25. 27. 28. 29. 30. There we go. Now she's making the dry one here. See how she mixes it up? She puts some sauces in it with the noodles and then mixes it up and puts the stuff on it. That's tasty as well. This one, quýt tiao, hít tiao. What's this one? That one, quýt tiao, Nam Vang. And it same? No.
No.
What's this one? No, not the same. See, some of the basics you need to learn is, what is this called? How much does this cost? Thank you. Bye-bye. Anyway, it's a learning curve. So, I hope these are helpful because this is the same thing. You're going to be going through some of this stuff when you get to Thailand as well if you don't speak Thai. But now in most of the places foreigners go to in Thailand, you can get away with speaking English. We're here, even though foreigners come to Dalat, to Hanoi, you still encounter people. You're going to be doing this kind of, have this kind of language challenges. So anyway, I hope it's helpful. So we're full and we're off, and go see if we can get some videos up for you on YouTube or something and do some editing and all that other good stuff. Maybe even look for a dessert. No, I didn't say that because I'm full. See ya. So let's take a little walk and let me talk about a couple things with you. One is, it's been said that you can own property in Vietnam as a foreigner. And that might be true, but I've also read in numerous places that it's really a hassle, the paperwork and everything, to get this accomplished. And when I hear that, it reminds me of in Thailand, we actually have a treaty between the United States and Thailand called the Amity Treaty. And supposedly Americans can actually own 100% of a Thai company. They don't have to have 51% ownership by Thai people. That company can't buy property though, but it can run a business. But if you go into any business office to register your company and you tell them you want to register under the amity treaty, they go, well, you can't do that. And you say, well, yeah, you can. We have a treaty with Thailand. They go, well, not in this office, you know. And so that sort of reminds me of trying to buy property here. I hear it's really, really difficult to do as a foreigner. Now, if somebody has information otherwise that they'd like to share, they can share that in the comments of the video here. But I wanted to mention that because that's one of the things. There were a couple of things that were upsides to coming and living in Vietnam. One was that you could own property. That was one of the upsides. The other one was being American, you can actually get a one-year visa, which hasn't been instituted yet. It has been approved, but it hasn't been instituted. They haven't started giving these out yet. So, after being in Thailand for a week, I can tell you a couple things. I was really excited about coming here. The country's beautiful. Dalat, you should check out. It's like a European little city. It's cooler here. The prices have been pretty equivalent to Thai prices. And I'm going to continue to give you prices when I can. But the challenge is, and I thought it was only in Saigon that this was happening, but it's pervasive, that people don't want to give you a price. And one of my members in my members site said, well, they think if you don't buy, you ask them the price and you don't buy, then it gives them bad luck. And maybe that's true, I don't know. But it is pervasive that they get really angry. Now, the young people here are great. Young people are friendly. You can ask them questions and stuff. It's the older people that are sort of set in their ways that, you know, you don't, that's an issue with asking a price. So that's sort of disappointing to me. As we go on with this trip further, I'll tell you about some of the things travelers, because I used to have a couple restaurants in Chiang Mai, and travelers would come through, and I was always interested in coming to Vietnam, so I'd always ask them, well, what did you think of Vietnam? And they would all basically say the same things, and I don't want to pass that on to you too early in these series of videos because I don't want to taint them. I don't want you to presuppose this as we go along. But it seems to be a lot of what people have said is holding true. Now we're going to check out the bus system, the transportation. The airline was really easy to fly on. We're going to take a bus from Dalat to Nha Trang. And it seems to be pretty organized, easy to do. Now, when I was in the airport, military presence and police presence, I don't see any, except that they invaded the square at night, one night, and took some vendors away. But I did get stopped in the airport with my tripod. It was only like this big in a case. And they said I couldn't take that on the plane. It was too big, too long. And yet there was a guy next to me with a guitar over his shoulder that was carrying on. So they made me go back and check my tripod as checked baggage. So that was sort of weird. But I would never argue with any police presence here. Now, renting a motorbike. I've been told I can rent the motorbike. They asked me, do I have an international driver's license, which I don't, but I have an ASEAN driver's license, basically a Thai license, which is useful in most ASEAN countries, including Vietnam. But I've heard of people say that the police won't accept it here. But it would be accepted to be able to rent the motorbike. How much was the motorbike? 100,000 per day? Huh? Nung San, Nung Wan. 100,000 dong per day, which is the equivalent of, let me get to, now this is really handy. I have a converter that I got for my Android phone. And it's really good because I can put in as many conversions as I want at one time simultaneously. So I have this set up to put in Vietnamese dong, Thai baht, and US dollars. So if I put in the 100,000, which is what it would cost for a day for the motorbike, comes up to 158 baht for the day, which about 150 baht a day is a good price in Thailand to rent a motorbike, or $4.45, $5, figure $5 a day, which is a great price. But I wouldn't want to get stopped. Everybody does wear helmets, so I think you should wear a helmet if you rent one. We might rent a motorbike here. I'm not sure. We've been walking everywhere, which is really convenient. It's great exercise as well. But another mystery to me that I got to figure out, and I'm going to have to ask another Vietnamese person. On 90% of the motorbikes here, they all have a left-hand mirror. The motorbikes are set up with 2 mirrors. They all have a left-hand mirror, but they don't have right-hand mirrors. And I don't understand this. This is a mystery to me. Now, I did ask one person, a Vietnamese person. They said, oh, it's because the bike crashes and it breaks off the mirror. And I'm like, no, that's not the case. Because it is pervasive here. It is something that, I don't know why, but I want to know. Because that's really great. You drive on the right-hand side, so passing it would really be good to have that mirror on the left-hand side. But I don't understand why you wouldn't want one on the right-hand side as well. So I got to find out about this. It's a mystery to me, and it's inquiring minds want to know. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying this series of videos. We got a bunch more coming at you. We've got 3 more weeks of traveling. We're headed to the beach after we leave here, which is going to be in another couple days. I got a lot of work to do to get some of these videos up to you all and start giving them to YouTube. But I hope this is entertaining and informative. I'm trying to give you as much information as I can. The Wi-Fi has been really great. The phone, we got the SIM card. The coverage has been good. The 3G is spotty sometimes, but basically it's okay. So as soon as you arrive, you can get Wi-Fi and a phone. Just stick the SIM card in your phone, and you're good to go. I don't know what else to tell you this time, but when I find more stuff to share with you, I'll let you know. See ya. Okay, so we're out getting something to eat, but I wanted to mention something because I told you I would try and find out. I asked about a room by the month. If somebody wanted to get a 1-room place, a nice size 1-room apartment with the bathroom and everything, how much would it cost for, say, a Vietnamese person to rent? And I was told between 2 and 3 million a month. So 2 to 3 million, that's like 2 million is like $89 a month. And 3 million is $135 a month. So for $135 a month, you can get a room here. That's pretty crazy. So we're actually sitting down and we ordered. We're in a restaurant that's pretty nice. So I'm gonna explain to you what it is that we're eating. Okay. And so what we got here is a stir-fried noodle dish. Stir-fried noodle dish with seafood, which is 80,000. A chicken soup. You want to stir the soup? Okay, that's 20,000. This is fried squid. The fried squid is 80. And then we get this chicken sandwich on baguette, which is 10,000. So we're looking at 160,000. And I think that comes to just about $7 if I'm not mistaken. 160,000 dong is how much in baht? Baht? Nung sen hốc mừng. About she says 300 baht. A little more than 300 baht. Yeah, it's 200 and something baht, but it's about $7 for this whole meal. And so there you go. I just wanted to share this with you and show you what the cost would. Now this isn't a sit-down restaurant, as you can see, and it's actually a bakery / sit-down restaurant. So this isn't a cheap place to eat either. So I just wanted to share that with you. All right. Well, guess what? It's Saturday night in Dalat, and we just got through eating I just showed you the video, and we came out where we usually come out to from eating, and we're dodging traffic and horn honking. But tonight there was no traffic, and it's like, well, what's up? Well, they actually blocked off the streets, and it's a market. It's Saturday night market. I don't know if this happens Saturday and Sunday or just Saturday, but if you look, down this way, these are the stairs we come down from the road to this little town square here, or the circle, and you can see it's all blocked off. There's no vehicles tonight, and everybody's set up with little booths, and it's a whole market. So this is really cool. So we're going to go down and explore what they have. A lot of it is clothing for people to stay warm, because it actually is pretty cool. It's actually getting up into the high 80s during the day and 50s at night. So that's in Fahrenheit. You Europeans that work on Celsius, I'm not sure how that translates, but they have all sorts of booths set up for food. Here's seafood that they cook up. Lots of seafood that they cook up. I thought these were actually going to be in soups and stuff, but they actually just cook them up and serve them. So we've got crab claws, we've got oysters, we've got clams, snails, scallops. So there's a whole bunch of stuff here. We ate already, finished. So anyway, and then I guess they throw them with herbs and stuff, and you sort of eat them. See, for some of these things that normally for me, like crab claws and clams and stuff, I would want drawn butter. I guess that's a foreigner dip for our seafood. Or in South Florida, they actually make a stone crab. Joe's stone crab actually has a mayonnaise dip, mayonnaise and mustard dip for crab claws, which is really good as well. Here's some barbecue. Barbecue meat on a stick. So we'll just cruise along here. We came down here earlier today, and wow, they have plants for sale. Some of the orchids were incredibly beautiful. Of course, we can't take them back with us to Thailand, but they look really, really beautiful. A lot of little necklaces. Now, last night, I don't know what the deal was. Somebody had a board like that they were selling necklaces, and that's when the police pulled up and jumped down and grabbed them and grabbed the board and everything. I'm not sure what was up with that. There's all sorts of stuff for sale here. All little knickknacks and crafts and a lot of clothing, a lot of warm clothing for sale. The plants are way down the road here, so we probably won't make it that far. Some jams, strawberry jam. Lots of these little pizza things that they're making here. These are the kind of hillcraft things that they actually sell in Thailand. The hill tribes make these colorful purses and pouches and things like that. And they sell that up in the north in Thailand as well. Rattan and baskets. Purses. Well, there you go. This is a weekend market in Dalat, and this road goes probably about 300 meters, 300 or 400 meters long, and it continues down there, filled with little vendors. So very cool, huh? I didn't expect this when we went to eat, so unexpected little surprise. And it's not bad because you can still walk. There's not so many people you can't walk, and it's cool, so that helps as well. Anyway, we're going to shut the camera down for right now. If we run across something I think is really cool and I want to share, we'll flip it back on. But there you go, Saturday night in Dalat. Actually, I wanted to ask you some questions.
Yes.
because I do videos about people coming to Vietnam, and I want to know how you say some of these things to order.
Yeah.
Like this one, the crispy noodles.
Yeah.
How do you say this?
Nem nướng.
Nem
Nem nướng.
nem nướng.
Yeah, nem nướng. The people
Nem
make
nướng.
by ham. Look like the meat the people make in hamburger. But nem nướng the people blender look like the people make in hamburger. After they run look like spring roll. They run and small and long and
Small and long.
keep in the chopstick and gill.
But what did we have yesterday? We came yesterday. We had crispy noodle.
Yes, yesterday I make crispy noodle for
With
you.
chicken.
With chicken, you like it?
Yeah. So how do you say crispy noodle with chicken?
And that is Vietnamese language.
Yeah.
Crispy noodle Vietnamese language. That is mì chiên giòn.
Mi chin san.
Mì chiên giòn.
Chin san.
Mì chiên giòn.
Mi
với
is
sốt.
noodle?
Noodle.
Is me.
Yeah, mì.
So
Chiên,
when I
that
see
is
when
fried.
I see on the side me, it means noodle.
Mì that noodle. Mì chiên giòn.
Chin san is
Chiên
what?
giòn.
Crispy?
The crispy chiên giòn. Giòn, that is crispy.
Giòn.
Yes, giòn, crispy.
Giòn.
Sometimes I ask my customer, you like pizza crispy or normal or medium crispy? That is very crispy. That is mì chiên giòn.
Okay. And we also got yesterday the noodles that were
It's nice.
stirred.
It's good.
Yeah, it was good. Which
Yeah.
one? This was this one?
Yeah, that one noodle sauté. That one noodle sauté.
How do you say?
Sauté. Mì xào.
Mi sao.
Mì xào. Yes,
Mi
that one mì
sao.
xào. Yeah.
Mi sao.
Yeah.
And with chicken.
With chicken. Yeah. Vegetable
How do you
and
say?
chicken.
And how do you say chicken? Ga.
Gà.
Ga.
Yes, gà.
Ga.
Yeah.
And how about the spring roll?
And Vietnamese say chả giò. Chả giò.
Jaza.
Yeah.
Jaza.
In Vietnam they will say chả giò. But location in the north, miền Bắc người ta gọi là nem chiên.
Nem chiên.
Nem chiên. Yeah.
That's in the north.
No.
But
nem chiên.
down here.
In here the people say chả giò.
And is that fried?
Get fried.
How about the fresh one?
First one, we say, chúng tôi nói là gỏi cuốn.
Gỏi.
Dạ, tươi.
Oh, I've seen that on the menu. Gỏi.
Dạ, gỏi cuốn.
Oh,
Yeah.
gỏi cua.
Gỏi cuốn. Yes.
Gỏi cuốn.
Gỏi cuốn với
Gỏi
gà.
cuốn.
Yeah.
And cá is chicken.
Gà,
Shrimp.
chicken, shrimp là tôm.
Tôm.
Tôm, yes.
Tôm.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well that's very helpful. I have one more question for you, and this is a question that I'm not sure you can answer or not.
Okay.
But I have a question for you about Vietnam.
Yes.
There's something I see
Yeah.
all the time, and I want to know why.
Where is it?
Notice here on these motorbikes, there's only a left mirror. There's
yeah.
only a left mirror. There's no right mirror. Why?
They want normal it view one, they want you, but sometimes the people they don't want.
Why?
They don't want because sometimes the people they go in the house in the very small left. They are afraid it and broken so that they don't get it.
But only on this side?
Yeah.
Everybody has a left side.
No, with the people, with old people, gentlemen, they always keep and choose, and young people they only get only one.
But only the left
only
one.
But that one not view and another and view and whole. Yes.
But everybody left side.
Yeah, but
Left side.
You know, left side they can
Left
see
side,
sometimes.
left.
They can see sometimes the people they can.
But they don't want to see the right side?
They're not important.
Not
Very
important.
That one very important when the people can see after they left and right and go. Yeah.
But this one's not important.
Yeah. And no.
No.
Yeah. And right more beautiful, but sometimes the people don't want that. Sometimes they going and very small.
This one even has a special thing to close it.
Yeah,
Look. So
seal
it's
it up. Yeah.
seal it up. That one do too.
My
Has-
son, he crazy. He doesn't get at something. He just get out. Sometimes on the road, far the road, he get more. He unfair that he bought it and we start so that he get that. After he come home, he get out in there. Yeah, crazy.
I want to ask him.
Ông nói tại sao là không
Ask
bị-
him
Yeah.
why there's no mirror on the right side. No mirror. Why?
Và
I want him to tell me why no mirror.
nói với ông bằng tiếng Việt đi. Tại sao nó lại không có mang được tiếng ở bên tay phải mà chỉ đi bên tay trái? Ông muốn nói bằng tiếng Việt với con sao nó cho ông nghe. Tiếng con nghe tiếng hậu tiếng của con đấy. Tiếng xe á, nói bằng tiếng Việt. Ông đang phỏng vấn video á, đó bằng tiếng Việt đấy. Đó.
Thì đây mình để mình nhìn đường để mỗi lần mình quan sát đằng sau. nếu mà để ở bên tay phải á, thì mình nhìn bên này, mà mình phải để bên tay trái thì mình nhìn bên này thì mình mới thấy những cái xe nó chạy đến mình.
Translate for me.
He said about only on the left hand the reader can see something behind. Yeah, when you want to left and right, you can see the people behind you by the mirror, Yeah, so that in the left hand very important.
Very
and right
important.
hand not important.
Not important.
That right hand not important. Just left hand very easy, and you can see the people behind you. After you left and you go and up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to enjoy some food here, and I appreciate you helping me out. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Excuse me. What is the name?
JC.
JC. My name is Tuan. Very nice to meet you.
Nice to
JC.
meet you.
Yeah, and you? Net. Very nice to meet you, Net. Tuan. Yes. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have the noodles,
Yeah.
the crispy noodle,
and all with chicken.
And with chicken.
Yes,
Yeah.
right,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And what if for drink? You can see the
Water.
help me. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Did I get an answer to my mere dilemma, my mere question, my mere wonders of the world? I'm not sure. I'm going to ask again. I'm going to repeat that question and keep seeing if I get the answer that the right side's just not important. So anyway, but there you go. And I hope I'm going to try and put some subtitles or something to show you when she was saying that, what it looks like spelled out, the words for the food spelled out. So when you're over here and you see them on a sign, because you can see them on a sign, you can see them on a menu without English, you'll know what they are. Okay, so I hope that's been helpful. We're going to eat. We're going to catch some transportation out of here and head to the beach. So till then, see you. JC out.